Hi everyone. I know it's been a bit since I've been on. I did that short 2-minute video a little while ago, and I have been working along on my Leafy Lisa. And one of the things that we talked about in my beginning Shetland lace class with the Lace Museum recently was highlighter tape. So I don't know if you have seen this before. This is highlighter tape, and you can take a piece of this and actually stick it onto the pattern itself, or like I have this in a protector. We can stick this on the protector, so give me a moment. And actually, I like to take one end and sort of fold it over just a little bit so I have a bit of a tab to hold on to. But I can take this and I can put it below or above my chart so that it's easier to keep track of where I am. So this is my Leafy Lisa pattern, and I don't know if this is actually where I am on a leaf, but that is one of the cool things about highlighter tape, is that I can actually take this, I can pick it up, and I can move it. So that's the coolest thing about this. So let's see. There. So I've moved it. So there we go. I am struggling with my camera getting it to follow my body. So if it jiggles a little bit more than normal, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I have my Leafy Lisa here, and I haven't made a ton of progress on it. I've been very invested in trying to finish my my projects for the slow yarn crawl, because they're late, they're overdue. I was trying to get them done, and they're overdue. So, you know, I'm working on things. Okay, sorry everyone. So I turned off the tracking capability, and anyway, here is my progress so far on my Leafy Lisa. I haven't really made it much further. Like, I have not even four leaves done. I clearly have a ways to go on this, but I have been just consumed trying to get the projects done for the shops that I have agreed to help for the slow yarn crawl. And then, of course, trying to get retail orders out. Thank you guys so much. And then wholesale orders as well. And we do have several price increases coming. So if you wanted to get some Studio Donegal, you should get it now, because the price is going up on all the different lines of Studio Donegal. What else is going up? The Elizabeth is going up. Kromsky prices are going up. So if there's something that you want, you should really order it now, because that's going to be your better price. And it's just the way that things are going to be for a little bit until prices shake out again. I was trying to think. I don't have, well, anyway, it's just the way of the world right now. It's unfortunate. We are trying to keep our prices down as much as we can. We are going to stick with our current shipping costs. So for $85 and above, you can still use that free sheep and get free shipping. And of course, you can always do local pickup. So if Tina or I are going to an event, or if you are in town with one of us, then you can go ahead and just order it for pickup, and we will take care of you. Absolutely, we will take care of you. Again, we're doing the best that we can to keep running our business without raising the costs on our customers as much as possible. And anyway, so here is my lovely Leafy Lisa coming along. I don't even know what row I'm on, to be perfectly honest. It looks like I am... Which row am I on here? I could actually move my highlighter tab to the right row. Although I did make it a little short, but that's okay. I can still use it. So, looks like central, and then I would be knitting 5. Oh, actually I got pretty close. I put my tab on the wrong side when I stuck it back down, but I think I am, I think I'm right here on 13. So I'm going to knit 1, knit 2 together, knit 3. Yep, I am. So I'm on row 13. So there, now I have it marked right here with that lovely highlighter tape. And I am ready to work on my project and knit. So let's see if I can remember what I was doing, because honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. But I'll knit with you for a little bit here. So I did have a little discussion in my 2-minute video that I thought I would revisit here about, hang on, let's see. So am I on the row where I'm going to, no, purl front and back. Yes, I am. I had a little discussion about binding off. So when I originally did the video, I think I told you all to do a purl 2 together and then kind of purl across on the bind off. And then the more I thought about that, the more I realized that, well, my pattern's actually written as a knit 2 together, and then that's probably a knitted bind off, not a purled bind off. And so I sort of did a little experiment where I went ahead and I tried purling 2 together, I tried knitting 2 together, and I tried knit bind offs and purl bind offs, and I still don't know which one I like best. Isn't that terrible? I don't know which one I like best. And it's fine. It's totally fine that I don't know. I'm going to try a couple more, and then once I make my final decision, I will let you all know what my plan is. But right now, I'm still playing. So don't feel like you are locked into one way of doing something. If you want to do knit 2 togethers instead of purl 2 togethers on those bind offs, go ahead. If you want to do a knitted bind off instead of a purled bind off, or a purled bind off instead of a knitted bind off, go ahead. I am not the knitting police. I'm not going to say you have to do it exactly how my pattern is written. I'm not going to tell you that, like, not at all. You know, there are certain things that, like, if you had changed this portion to stockinette, yeah, it's going to look very different. It's now inspired by the Leafy Lisa shawlette, and that's okay too. But just do it the way that you like best. Do whatever it is that makes your project look the best to you. Sometimes there are hard and fast rules. This is not one of them. All right, let's see. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it totally works. I'm definitely ready for row 13. So, do all of my knitty knits. There we go, there we go. Now, one disadvantage to using the highlighter tape is that you will move it a lot, unless, of course, you are like willing to like leave it for a couple of rows and then revisit it, move it when you need to. But highlighter tape, when you're doing any kind of lace, is really helpful. So are highlighter tabs, which I had some out, but they've now just disappeared. And another thing is, so I'm using these larger, let me grab a couple, these larger stitch markers because I can see them, I can find them. So where's the camera? There it is. Where's the camera? So I'm using these guys. They're much, much larger in terms of the size than what I would use in most of my lace pieces. There is a tiny bit of lace in this, but not much. These are the ones that I usually use. So they have these little ridges in them. They are really handy, really nice for lace knitting. They help the stitch marker and any yarn overs that are next to it sort of stay in place. Now, I do occasionally still have them jump because I tend to work on a little bit bigger needle, but, you know, for the most part, they stay where they're supposed to. And your yarn may vary. So everybody knits at a little different tension. We use slightly different needles for different sized works. So you may find that those stitch markers don't work very well for you, or you may find that they're fabulous. Just like different needles work better for different people. So you know, Chalgu, this is not like my first pick. I like Hiya better, but you know what? It's working just fine for this. It's fine and dandy. It's working just fine and dandy. And that's okay. Anyway, So I just wanted to pop on, say I am still working to do all of my increases, because of course I have to get to the end of my ball with all of my increases before I can go to my second ball. I did talk to my husband about making some of these like yarn ball holders. So they actually come flat. So, and he made it in this bright, bright orange color, which isn't great when you're working with orange yarn, but I suppose I can find it because it is bright, bright orange. But anyway, we are, I ordered some 3D print colors, I guess is what I want to call them. And I am going to talk to him about maybe making a few more of these. Would anybody be interested in them if I make these? This is just one of the many things we've been talking about making. I thought they were kind of cool, and it's a yarn ball holder, so you can just slide your ball of yarn onto it. It's very lightweight, and it actually has enough of sort of a bubble on the bottom that I think it will rotate next to me on the couch. I haven't tested that yet. And it also has a loop here, so this has the option of having like a lobster claw or some other connector that can be put on here, and then you can use it as a wrist piece if you want. Yeah, so should I work on these? Is this interesting to anybody if I make these little yarn ball holders? Would you like to see these in the shop? Speaking of, no. Anyway, so I have this right now tucked in with my well, I suppose I should put my other ball of yarn on it, shouldn't I? Usually, oh yeah, I got it to go through. So I actually take you can't see that very well, but there's a paper in here. So that's the ball band. I always put the ball band in the center of my yarn. But I may try working with this, see if it helps. But potentially, like, you could hang this on the lamp next to you, or you could, or some other piece of furniture. They're fairly simple to make, and they wouldn't be terribly hard to ship because I can flat pack them. And I just thought that they were kind of cool. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments, if it's worth pursuing. Okay, I'm going to get off of here. I will see you all soon. Hopefully, I will be done with increases so that we can start doing our decreases. And wish me luck. I have so much knitting to get done in the next, like, 3 weeks. And don't forget, this Slow Yarn Crawl is coming up. I have 21 shops that are participating this year. A Twisted Pico is going to be a sponsor, but because I've moved it to Oregon, it doesn't really fit as part of the Pacific Northwest anymore. So, sorry guys. I will try to do something fun and special though, so that if you order from us, we will have some kind of new pattern. Every year we kind of give the Slow Yarn Crawl patterns as our free pattern, sort of for the year. And when I make new postcards, I always like to pick a new pattern to go on the back of the postcards. So I'll pick something new and different, and hopefully you'll like it. But we always try to have a knit and a crochet item, and I should really add a tatted item as well, and maybe some knotted lace at some point. I don't do as much designing on the knotted lace. What can I say, man? Just too many things to do. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get off of here. I will talk to you guys later. Please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.